everyone, it's Katie from Paradise Falls family, and welcome back to our vlog series covering our 3-week trip to Florida, the Bahamas and the Deep South in August 2025. In today's video, we'll be continuing this by looking at our very brief time in Atlanta and our trip to the World of Coca-Cola. We only had a few hours in Atlanta itself before our flight back to the UK, and doing this fitted in perfectly with our plans. We had a lovely time here and we'll talk you through what you can expect and enjoy with your visit. Before we get started, if you're new to the channel, we're a family of 4 who love to travel the world together, and we create informative family travel vlogs. We cover the places we've visited and talk about our own experiences with the aim of helping you make the most of your family trip. We've covered loads of places already on our channel, from Europe to North America to Asia, so make sure to subscribe to our channel and check out some of our other videos. You can also find us on Instagram, TikTok, and we also have a website, www.adventuresxparadise.com, with our friends Adventures by Nap, which we're still adding to, but will eventually cover details of all of our trips, as well as guides to things like cruising, Walt Disney World, and other popular family destinations. So make sure to check all of that out when planning your trip, or if you're just looking for inspiration. The World of Coca-Cola is one of Atlanta's top attractions, offering a look into the history and culture of the world-famous brand. There are interactive exhibits, displays and memorabilia, plus plenty of opportunities to taste different Coca-Cola branded drinks. This is a great option for families, and it's located right in the heart of downtown Atlanta, so very easy to get to, even if you're short on time like we were. We only spent around 90 minutes actually at the World of Coca-Cola. The recommended time on their website is 1.5 to 2 hours, so an easy visit to fit in. The centre is generally open around 10 AM to 5 PM-ish, with times varying a little depending on the time of year. The centre is located in Pemberton Place, smack bang in the middle of Atlanta, on a lovely plaza which is home to 2 other brilliant tourist attractions as well, the Georgia Aquarium and the National Centre for Civil and Human Rights, both of which look amazing. You can easily spend a day just in this plaza, enjoying some or all of these attractions, but we settled on Coca-Cola as we felt the other 2 probably warranted a little more time than we had available. Over the road from Pemberton Place is the Centennial Olympic Park, a lovely green space and home to the Olympic Rings and Skyview Atlanta, the giant Ferris wheel you might spot off in the distance. So loads in this area that you can enjoy with your time in Atlanta. Tickets range from around $23 to $28 per person, depending on the time of year you visit. There are discounts for seniors and children who cost around $19 to $24. For a family of 4, that's around $100, which is about £75 at today's rates. When you compare that to the cost of other days out and attractions, we thought that this was a little bit on the pricey side, given we only spent 90 minutes here. For that price, we'd normally expect a half-day attraction, but I think you're paying a big city and big brand premium. However, we actually got our tickets for a fraction of this, as we had some Viator credits that were expiring and needed using up, so for us it was an easy decision. Tickets are valid throughout the day, so you don't have to pick a timed ticket, which makes things much easier. There are also guided tours available, which get you a 1-hour guided tour and skip the line opportunities to meet the World of Coca-Cola polar bear. These look to cost around $45 per person, so unless you're a Coca-Cola super fan, it doesn't feel like this would be worthwhile. So diving into what you can actually enjoy at the World of Coca-Cola. On entering through security, you're welcomed into a large hall, where you can immediately pass into a waiting area for the introductory theatre. There's Coca-Cola memorabilia all over the place here for you to take in, and then you're brought into a theatre where you're shown a short film about Coca-Cola. This only lasts a few minutes, and it's more an extended advert than anything particularly informative, but it's a nice little introduction before the main exhibits. In terms of the rest of the centre, there are 2 exhibits on the ground floor where you enter from and 4 on the upper floor, which is where the exit is. So try and do the ground floor first. The first exhibit on the ground floor is a detailed look at the history of the Coca-Cola Company, its origins, and how it's developed over the decades into the worldwide brand that it is today. This is a mix of videos and interactive and static exhibits that's pretty interesting to take in. If we're being honest though, this is probably the part that the kids were least impressed with. It does end though at the famous vault of the secret formula, which is pretty cool once it's explained to you. The actual formula and recipe for Coca-Cola is kept very secret and secure to avoid it being replicated, and it's held here in this huge vault that's pretty impressive to see. The second exhibit on the ground floor is an interactive mixing and tasting exhibit. This is where the kids got more interested and could mix and match different ingredients and flavours into their own Coca-Cola drink. They couldn't taste the final mix, but did get a free sample at the end. Moving upstairs and the 4 exhibits here, by far the most popular is the tasting area. This room has maybe a dozen drink stations, each with different Coca-Cola brands to try, over 100 in total. If you've been to Epcot at Walt Disney World, think Club Cool, but multiplied many times. You can try as many as you want, and we had fun spending ages trying all of the different flavours from all around the world. It is pretty busy in here, but you can move around the different stations freely, and it's probably the highlight of our visit. Next door to here is the smell section, a smaller exhibit showcasing the impact of smells on the taste of the products and how different ingredients alter the smell and taste. The kids had fun smelling the different exhibits and trying to guess what they were. It was really interesting, but you only need around 5 minutes here. Next along is the meet and greet with the Coca-Cola polar bear. There was a fairly large queue for this, so we weren't particularly bothered and decided against waiting. And finally, there's a Coca-Cola Stories area, which has further exhibits covering the impact of Coca-Cola on pop culture, its use in advertising, and some more on the history of the brand and company. This is a really interesting area, probably a little more so than the exhibits downstairs, so be sure to stop by here. Of course, like most tourist attractions, you exit through the gift shop, which is absolutely huge. This offers almost any Coca-Cola branded souvenir you can think of, so be prepared for that. We just picked up a Christmas decoration for our tree, like we do whenever we visit anywhere new on our travels. As you only spend a couple of hours here, there isn't a cafe or restaurant located within the main centre. However, across the plaza there is the Bottle Top Cafe offering sandwiches and salads for something light. We didn't go here as we wanted a more substantial meal. Instead, we ventured just out of Pemberton Plaza and found a Johnny Rockets just around the corner. This was our first visit to Johnny Rockets in probably around 15 years, and to be honest, we weren't really big fans. But there are other restaurants, cafes and options in the nearby area. So finally, is the World of Coca-Cola worth a visit? We're probably a bit on the fence here. Yes, it was entertaining, but if we'd paid full price, we might have felt a little differently, given we were only here for 90 minutes. The kids were a bit indifferent, so it didn't blow them away, but nevertheless, we did enjoy our time here, and we're glad that we've seen it. If you're a tourist visiting Atlanta, this is advertised as a top attraction, although we wouldn't have it down as a must-do in our opinion. So hopefully this video has given you a feel of what you can expect from a visit to the World of Coca-Cola. If there's anything at all we've missed or anything you would like to know, then please just ask in the comments below and we'll do our best to help. If you found this video useful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel, as it really makes a big difference to us. We've got lots more videos coming soon, including covering our time at Walt Disney World, so make sure to catch those. And we've already got loads more videos on our channel and information on our website, so please check those out for more family-based travel guides. Thank you all so much for watching.